Hey guys, Doug back with you again. Oh, too tall, too tall. I just wanted to make a real quick video. Maybe it won't be that quick by the time I'm done, but I want to make a video because in my last video I mentioned that I'd be going off script for a while. What does that mean? Well, I guess I should explain myself in that I've been really focused on the one by one series, and to the point where I almost felt like I had to. So basically, I'm just giving myself permission over the next warmer months, where you're not stuck on YouTube and you're out and about, and I'm out and about, and I want to get out and about and do some things that I want to do, right? So, what does that mean? Who knows? Maybe some camping, a lot more found wood. I've fallen in love with driftwood and bark lately. And as you can see, there's a whole world of wood carving out there. And I just don't want to feel like I have to continue the series because to this point, we have 32 projects here. So when we created the one by one series, it was to carve on the go. No matter where you are, all you need is a little pencil case and you can busy yourself for hours. And I think we've accomplished that. I'm not ending it by no means, and I still may throw one in over the summer here and there. But I just wanted to highlight what we already have because I've had questions lately. Have you ever done this? Have you ever done this? Folks, there's a whole playlist of these one by ones on my channel, and some seasonal, but you don't carve Santa the day before Christmas, right? So Christmas in July is a good thing, and Santas are fun to carve year round, but that's besides the point. I just wanted to highlight what I had. I want to go over my little carving kit and kind of tell you what I meant by going off script. So first things first, like I said, the purpose is carving on the fly, and for the new people here, I want to let's just go over our little carving kit. What's in the carving bag? I'm telling you, everything fits in a pencil case. This is what has been my one by one carving kit out and about. All right, so I always have a few pieces of wood. Believe it or not, there is a carving glove in there, which is I don't stress this enough because I don't wear one in my videos. If you're out in the middle of the bush and you cut yourself bad, you're in trouble. So if you're no, no, just wear it all the time. I was gonna say, if you're out in the bush, no, wear your carving glove. It will save lots of healing. But anyway, these little denture brushes have turned into my new favorite thing, dollar store denture brushes. And that's just to get the little fuzzies out of your wood. I love that. Of course, we need a pencil and a ruler. Well, any ruler. You don't need that ruler. Let's show this ruler. Just a little ruler. All right. And a knife. That is carving on the go 101. If I was going to add anything, I would maybe add a little strop, but usually I just bring 2 knives when I go for extended period anyway. A couple knives and but a little strop would be nice, but that's all you need. And you can create endless things with a little piece of wood, stick, one by one, right? So, back to the table. Let's just go over these really quick and talk about them because, like I said, anybody can do any of these carvings with just a knife if you follow the simple instructions. And these are all beginner friendly. And even if you're not a beginner, they're just plain fun. I've had lots of fun making them. So let's just get in these. I went on a little animal series early on, and we did a bunch. Well, I'm gonna make a mess. Did a bunch of these little raccoons, but made them with bandits or you see little jailbird raccoons. A real fun little project. But followed up with that right away was the beavers. The beavers right here. Cute little beavers. Maybe I should add a light here. Angle this light down. Does that help? Does that help? There we go. Highlight these little beavers. One of my favorites. Can't beat a beaver. Then of course we got the bears. Bears. So some of the popular videos on my channel in the larger sizes have been an owl and a bear. And the bear, so I just shrunk these really, and gave you two versions of the bears. So you can do your little 1x1 basic little bears, all right? Paint them whatever color you want. You got red, yellow. But then I also gave the version of same 1x1 coming out of a stump, which is really fun to do. I may do that this summer out of a big stick too, just to show. But bears are a hit. Always a fun one. And then we did well early on. In fact, this wasn't even part of my 1x1 series originally. I had just made the video, but these little super simple little penguins. Nothing to them at all. Great beginner project. Little penguins, right? But I mentioned owls. Same thing with the owls. I did these, shrunk these little guys, simplified them a little bit more. And we got these little tiny little owls, but on the same thing. You can have them sitting on a tree or a chimney or whatever, right, with the base. All right, so that's that. I'm dropping as many as I'm picking up. All right, we're still talking about animals, so let's stick with the animals. The little bunnies. We just did the little bunnies. People seem to really like the little bunny videos. So it seemed Easterish, but it's not. It's a bunny, just a bunny. And of course, birds. We got a few types of birds. I love birds. For a very minimalist, comfort, flat plane. I'm very partial to flat plane, and every time these type of things come up, I'm in my happy place. But all these little comfort birds, real simple, fun little whittles, and you can knock these off in just a quick little sitting. So these are little mini comfort birds, but also a real true flat plane type bird that you can paint and make whatever bird you want. I was just making up birds as I went, but that's your cardinal. Blue jay. Research how to paint a blue jay, because that guy's still not a proper blue jay painting, but you think he's a blue jay, don't you? This one was walnut, which I really like too. But, so flat plane birds, little comfort birds, and stand-up birds. All right, and of course the little moose. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have more fun with this video. The little teeny tiny moose. This was not a very popular video, and that's what I kind of felt it was a good time to take a break, as I could just see the decline in the interest in the 1x1. So I think you guys just need to really catch up before we get back on it, and that's part of the purpose of this video, because I made a playlist. This wasn't a once and done. This is an eternal playlist that you can go back to anytime and pick up on these. So there you go. Of course, the guys we just made were these little, you know, I said, I made the mistake in the video, I called them hippies, or I called them a hippo for some reason, who knows why. But my original thought was they were going to be called hair farmers. That's all they were. But real fun, simple little guys. But boy, they got a lot of character. All right, 2.5 inches tall. All right, let's start back here and move forward. We're getting the more seasonal pumpkins, little pumpkin-headed guys. All right, very fun, simple carved faces, because it's pumpkins. So Christmas trees, another one, another favorite of mine. These little trees. If I were to do these again, honestly, flat bottom, no white base at all, just that, right? I think I could easily go back and cut these off, but I think I like the look of just the tree on the ground, and if you made a scene or something, you'd have a snowy bottom anyway, but I like that. But anyway, that's what we did. But again, all different sizes and shapes and leans, right? So there you go. I gotta get these guys out of the way so I can put my arm down. Of course, we're past it now, but you don't make leprechauns on St. Patrick's Day, and you don't make Santa Clauses on Christmas Day. You have all year to prepare, so it's not against the law to carve leprechauns in the summer, but these guys are fun little guys too, right? I'm giggling every time. They're fun. It's just fun. Toy soldiers for Christmas. Look at that. Very simple, minimalist. Look at the eyes. Little dots of paint for the eyes. Come on. Hey. One of the ones I always recommend as a really easy beginner, but I've replaced it since, but these little Easter Island heads. These were a great place to start as a wood carver, but very simple, minimalist carving, and lots of fun. But I say that, but then there was Harley's carrots, and I've been carving for a decade, and I had as much fun when I carved these as any new carver would have. I just enjoyed making these, but I show in the video all the different sizes you can make, and I gave you some ratios that you can go from earrings to keychains or to those or bigger. All right, so Harley's carrots are a great beginner project. I'd get a kid to do that any day. All right. Again, back to Christmas. A little Grinchy bus. All right. Fisherman. One of my favorite old salty guys. One of my favorite carvings are these little old salty fishermen. And when I say fishermen, I mean mostly boat fishermen, right? They're not standing on the bank. They don't have a fishing pole in their hand. They're just like boat dudes, right? But them. Starting to burn through these now. Snowmen. I gave two versions, tall and skinny, on this version. But we also went and did my new all-time favorite version, were these ones here that all had a little bit of a lean in them. Super simple little curves that were, look at the shapes. I kind of started with that shape from a kind of a Bruce Ankeny type snowman, and then I just started moving him around, turning his head, and doing all kinds of fun stuff with them. So these are right now. These are my favorite snowmen. All right. Okay, let's move our box over here now. We're getting there. Let's get these guys out of the way here. Little gnomes. I don't know what I got 3 different sizes of videos of gnomes, but for the 1x1 series, I did this type of gnome with the still with the base. All right. Bunch of different ideas here. All right. You gotta speed this up a little bit. Christmas. Little just a block of wood. Santa face. All right. Real fun project. All these, you know, put a hook in them. They're all ornaments of some sort, or just on the windowsill. And the one that started it all is right here. These little hillbillies, and I have a larger size hillbilly on the channel, and it was a good video. And I thought, let's just start with this hillbilly, and this is by far the most viewed 1x1 video out there, and yeah. They're so simple. That's what makes them so fun, because minimalist cuts, but you're producing something that people recognize and see, and it's a hoot. It's a hoot. Oh yes, the old scarecrow. All right. Love the scarecrow. Again, very simple. Same time frame. We got the ghost. And what I liked about this was I painted the center black, so it kind of looks like he's floating. But again, all on the channel. Mushrooms were always a hit. Simple little mushrooms. I gave a couple versions. Started doing simple little mushroom houses. Little faces on our mushrooms, and then just a basic little mushroom, but fun, simple, 1x1 carving. And like I said, all these carvings, beach, truck, any vacation, just sit there, take a 20-minute time out and whittle a little mushroom or a blueberry. I made a whole bowl of these. I don't know where I put them, but I got like 3 here. But I remember I made a whole bowl of these little blueberries. I was picking blueberries up north and thought that's a great idea. I also remember not having a voice at the time, but yeah, little blueberries. Corn on the cob. This was a real fun one for me. I don't know why. Some just resonate more than others, but the old corn cob dudes. Of course, I had to make one with a corn cob, smoking a corn cob. But Santa ornaments. I feel like I say we have 32, but I feel like I'm missing a few things, but it's okay. We made these little Santa ornaments, sleeping, then you turn them and they're awake. Little two-faced Santas. All right. Again, very, very simple. And then, of course, we went to our little men here. Really Jack Pricey inspired, but little 2-inch little men. Right? We got all different kinds here. How am I showing this? Show this? He figures out the right angle at the end of the video. Anyway. And then, of course, maybe my all-time favorites are these little 3-inch men. The 2-inch men were cute and tiny, but the 3-inch men, I just felt I could get a little bit more to them, and I liked them. And then we also made a follow-up video with how to turn the heads. We give the heads some movement, right? And yeah, looking away. All right. But anyway, that's just a real quick look at what's available. Bookmark the playlist, and they're all there. The 1x1 series. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm not going back to the 1x1 series, or I might throw one in here and there, but I'm going to take some time. I'm going to learn some stuff. I'm going to get out and about and use the nice weather. And yeah, so enjoy your summer. You're going to see me again, probably in more of a, like I said, entertainment style, or found wood is what I really want to attack and do some outdoor stuff. So, all right, guys. Hate to belabor this. I feel like I've gone on and on, but that's our 1x1 series. 2 years into it, 32 projects, and yeah, they don't expire. So have at it. Share with your friends. Get them seen, and there'll be more incentive to make more. All right. So, all right. See you in the next one.